Hi guys, welcome back to Underwater Astrology. Please enjoy this simple forecast for the week of December 30th, 2023 through till January 6th, 2024. Hi guys, welcome back to Underwater Astrology, giving you this week the astrology. There's a lot going on this week. It's a lot more complicated than we think. Mind you, Mercury is still very much in retrograde. And I want to say we're entering the new year, entering a new set of themes, entering a new numerical, number. We were in the number of 2023, which spelled out, 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 3 is 7, and now we're going into 2024, and that year will be about 8, right? So it's like there's a lot shifting, and I want to say it's super simple, but it's not as simple as we amount to it, and so I will have to be moving through a bunch of notes. So if I'm moving through a bunch of notes, it's not that I'm devaluing. Our play on everything or how I'm recording this. It's more that there is even the Chinese New Year, and next year will be the year of the dragon, and we were just in the year of the rabbit, so we are moving energetic years, and I want people to go research the dragon and research, the year of 8 and find the numerology and the symbolism of different cultures, and even look at different calendars. This is just Western astrology. I use astro.com. I'm using the Placidus style system. This is not an all-encompassing system to look at. This is just one perspective, one person channeling one perspective. It's very important to notice that there is Vedic astrology, there's Draconic astrology, there is, heliocentric astrology. There are other forms of astrology, and they're definitely worth paying attention to. And the whole thing, how I find joy in astrology is realizing one perspective is even better with 10 others sometimes. And I think this year is a year that it's super important that we look at different perspectives and see how they all combine into this one beautiful picture. This week there's so much happening, mainly because we are entering the critical degree of Capricorn and everything that means and everything we have to prepare for Pluto entering Aquarius. At the same time, True Node is moving a degree back, which is super important, which means we're moving through a collective set of themes with our North Node, but we're also working with a different set of magical energy with our South Node. So it's so important to realize that there's just so much happening this week, that Mars is moving into Capricorn, right? Jupiter is coming out of retrograde. Jupiter, one of the big benefic planets of good luck, it's coming out of retrograde. What does that mean? All that introspection of character development. Now you're put on show. Who are you when you're put on show? There's Neptune has been direct for a while. Chiron is moving direct in 15 degrees Aries, and it will be that relationship with the Sun being in 15 degrees Capricorn at the end of the week, with Chiron being in 15 degrees Aries, and realizing there will be a square with that, and realizing that we're moving into retrograde, but then the retrograde comes out. We come out of retrograde. Mercury comes out of retrograde January 1st. So pretty much looking at the calendar, we will be out of retrograde by Monday, January 1st, New Year's Day. Right? New Year's Day, we are starting the new year with Mercury direct this year, and that's the chart for this year. And I really highly advise you guys look at the chart for this year, look at what we're starting off the year off with, because that's the energy that's going to be amplified this year. And there's just so much positive benefic energy. The fact that we're starting with Mercury in direct means that there will be a lot of communication this year, and that's really exciting, and getting prepared for that, and taking care of your electronics, and so many aspects of yourself will be called this year to really show who you are, and the confidence and the pride in that, but also the careful tenacity of not overstepping your boundaries. And that's what I'm feeling this year. I think it's really important to say that I am a firm believer that Chiron is one of the most important asteroids, and that's in 15 degrees. So Chiron has been in 15 degrees for a while, and that's because Chiron, in fact, was in retrograde. So sometimes when we're looking at things, it can feel super overwhelming, but when you start to break it down and you realize, wait, like if you give me a moment